Let me take a good pic of mine. I'm going to put it in my Facebook. I've got a lot of friends. I'll get a lot of likes. Uh, Here I go. Yeah, that's the best one. I'm going to post it right away and see how many likes I'm going to get. Yes, here I go. Ta-da! Wow, likes are already coming. Wow, wow. Ah, wonderful. That means I'm really blessed. I've got so many Facebook friends. So if you really want to be friendly like me, take a pic. And you need to be a friendly and a smart man like me.
And you think that you're really lucky that you have got a lot of friends. And let me ask you a question. How many of them are the real friends you have? Yes, how many of them are the real friends for you? Because this Friendship Day, this is a message which I wanted to bring to you, that we think that in this digital world we are full of a lot of friends, but how many of them are the real friends for us? How many of them are really the friends who are not just man on words, but they are on actions? Because there is a proverb that an action worth $1,000,000 than the words. So my friends, let us understand that who are your real friends. You're always being taught by your teachers and parents that we must make some good friends. Why? Because we know that good friends are really important to grow up in life. And gradually when we go in this path of life, we find a lot of friends around us. But how many of them are good friends, or how many of them are the real friends? In this video, we are going to understand that who are our real friends and why friends are important, or rather good friends are important in life. Hey, how many friends you have? You probably need not count, or you realize that you have a lot of friends. You have friends across your Facebook, your friend across your WhatsApp, your friend across your different social sites. And today when I ask you, you must be realizing that you have made a lot of friends throughout your life, in your school, in your college, in your office, in your gym, in your theater, in your club, and where not. Even people make friends wherever they go. And that is why we are the social animal. But how many of them are the real friends? This Friendship Day, I thought it is really an important message for you, to bring it to you that what exactly is a friend. This month of July is considered to be a friendship month. 30th July is the International Friendship Day. It was started sometime back by the United Nations as a World Friendship Crusade Day to save people and the mankind. And this has a noble mission. But how many of us really understand the meaning of friendship? And if we really understand the meaning of friendship, do we really follow the same in our life? All these things we are going to discuss today. Hi, I'm Pramakur. I'm an international motivator, speaker, and a business coach. I'm today here to speak about this interesting topic of friendship. So let's get into the topic. So generally we know that friendship is dear to all, and there is a famous quote, you all know that, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So what exactly a friend in need is a friend indeed? Because we generally know that we all need friends, but sometimes we like using the word good with the friend, or sometimes best with a friend. So why we need that adjective to say that we have a good friend or a best friend, or what exactly we want to mean? Probably we want to mean that some people who are very close to us, who are very dear to us, who always like to take care of us. But when we talk about our best friends or good friends, we always wanted to mean these are the special people who are always close to us. Because it is always understood that there are a lot of people who would like to say about their friendship, about their relationship, but when it comes in the real time, it shows who is a real friend. So probably you are in difficulty, probably you are in the bad times, a man who is your real friend is going to be there. So possibly you can always get the message. But how many of us are really lucky to find that real friend? Because when we really realize, maybe it is too late. And especially in this materialistic world, when we are surrounded by so many temptations, and it is easily possible to get distracted by these different illusions. Now, why exactly say illusions? Because if you really think about our today's society, our lifestyle, we often come across a lot of people and we get busy in falling in relationship. Sometimes we are a bit hesitant. Sometimes we keep on wondering that whether we should really mingle with people freely or not. Or sometimes we get flown with emotions so badly that we end up making friends with all. And finally, we realize getting ourselves entangled or complicated in relationships. So today I'm telling you about friendship and how exactly we do friendship. What we need to look for in a good friend. A good friend is the one who really be in thick and thin. And that means a good friend is always going to be there in your good times as well as in your bad times. A good friend always be there with you even at your solitary times. When you are the most lonely, when you are going through the toughest situations of your life, you will find a friend who is real, is always with you. A real friend never hesitate to say even the words which you don't want to hear. A real friend never show your weakness. A real friend always tell you weakness, but try to also inspire you that how you can convert your weakness into strength. Sometimes when we do not want to hear something but which is really important for us, a good friend make us listen to that as well. A good friend is the one who never try to bring differences when you are really in requirement. A good friend never argues with you when you are in real need. So if you really want to understand, then you have to believe the person whom you most care for. And when you have really fallen into some problem, you think about that situation, what exactly was the reaction of the most closest person whom you have ever seen. You immediately get the answer, who is your real friend. I'm going to share a small story of a small girl called as Fiona Famous. This girl was very famous in her school. She was fond of making a lot of friends, and since her childhood she has maintained a very good relationship with each and every girl, and that is why she was very popular in giving gifts to her friends. And every friendship day she used to give a lot of gifts. In one friendship day, her class teacher said that this friendship day we are going to make a small game, and the game was that every student has to give 3 gifts to the 3 best friends of her choice. She also made a choice. Out of dozens of friends she has made, she chose 3 friends, and Fiona presented them 3 gifts. But when the game ended, Fiona realized she has not got a single gift. She was really surprised and very much sad. That day she was crying. The teacher tried to explain her that no one has chosen her. So she was surprised that all these years she has gifted our friends and she has not got 3 gifts from none of our friends. That means nobody is her best friend in the class. That day when she came back home, her mother noticed that she was very depressed. Fiona's mother asked her that, "What happened, my darling? Why you are so sad?" Mother said, "Don't you worry, the dinner is ready, have dinner, we'll talk." Then the mother come to know the whole story from Fiona. She was actually crying badly. She was all in bad mood. The mother listened to her. Then she took her to the bed and explained her, "My dear, it is not important that how many friends we feel we have. Throughout the year, we are busy making friends around, and we think that we are the luckiest or the blessed person in the earth. But you need to know that friendship is not only by giving gift. It's also about spending time with them. It's also about making them feel important. It's also about giving time to all." Fiona said, "I always wanted to be friend with everybody, but you cannot give time to everybody, my dear." Fiona couldn't understand. Her mother explained that a good friend is one for which always gifts are not necessary. It is important that how you understand them, how much time you spend with them, and how you really care for them. And maybe even if your friend is not in good condition or your friend is still not in good mood, you are always there to be with your friend. So a good friend is one who always be there. That night, Fiona thought that who is that special person who always be with her, always forgives her, always love her in spite of all the mistakes she does, she immediately get a big smile from year to year. And then she understood her real friend is her mother, because every moment, every time she drops a single tear, it's her mother's hand which comes to wipe her, which comes to condole her, which always comes to motivate her. And she understood that my best friend is my mother. And next morning, she hugged her mother tightly and said, "Mama, I love you," and kissed her on her cheek and said, "You are my best friend. I realized it today." Mama also loved and kissed her back. So with this story, I just wanted to tell you that in our life, we also have a lot of good friends around us. Have we been really patient enough? Have we been able to understand who are real friends? Have you really spent a little time with your friend? And if you have really identified your good friend, it's time, my friend, that you start caring about your friend. So Friendship Day, however, is on July 30th. In some country, it is 2nd of August. But let's pledge this Friendship Day that we are going to make it a point to spend some time with our friend, because we should not forget this thing, that if you really want to understand that how many friends you have made, then drop a tear. You see that how many hands come to wipe the tear. You will get your answer. I hope you have got a message in this video, and I really wanted to pass on this message to all my viewers and friends that friendship is really a message which should be really required at this moment in life. A message of brotherhood, love, and affection which should spread across everywhere in the world. The world badly needs this love and friendship today. For the entire mankind, let us make a point, this International Friendship Day, we all be true friend to our dear ones. And once again we prove that human beings are not only just human beings, they are the spiritual beings with human experience. Happy Friendship Day.